Okay, so USAJOBS, as you all know, matters, right? It is the gateway to everything federal in terms of applying for positions, getting promoted, etc. You do not ever want to take advantage of the opportunity to call the HR people and tell them you can't use the system. You want to apply through USAJOBS. And in order to apply through USAJOBS, you must have a user profile, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And what I think is critical to understand is that if your USAJOBS profile is inaccurate or incomplete, that is on you. And that could cause you to lose consideration for opportunities. Just because you know the HR people at AMS and AG and anywhere else doesn't mean that they are in a position to use their personal knowledge of you to fill in stuff that you did incorrectly in your profile. USAJOBS, besides being clunky, which we all know, does have some great features. Feature number one is, of course, you can set up what are called posting alerts, what I more colloquially refer to as search agents. Every day, USAJOBS has as many as 10,000 or more jobs posted. Nobody in the universe has time to go through all of those postings. So once you have a robust profile, you can, in fact, set up search agents that will automatically send you postings that meet your criteria. And you absolutely positively need to do that. The other feature that USAJOBS has is a possibility to get updates on the status of your application. And under a 2009 executive order, agencies are supposed to notify you during the application process about the status of your application. The first point that they're supposed to notify you is that your application was received. The second is whether you were rated qualified or not qualified. The third is to indicate that you were referred to the hiring manager. And the fourth time you are required to be notified is when a selection is made. Now, if you are not getting those alerts, please recognize that that is not a USAJOBS problem. That is actually an agency issue because the agency is required to update that information. So sometimes I know folks get 2 or 3 of those emails sequentially, all from the same day. So here's a question. Sometimes we see that employees get hired for a job an employee applied for. Meanwhile, they still show as referred when the job is actually already closed. So what does that mean? What that basically means is that HR hasn't kept up with putting in those notifications. That's really what it is. That's not a USAJOBS flaw, and USAJOBS has flaws, let's not kid ourselves, but that isn't one. If agencies are not timely with their updates, it's kind of hard to know the status. Okay? But advocate for yourself. Pick up the phone and call. Every job posting has contact information, both a phone number and an email address. And if you see something funky in your status, and funky is a HR technical term you might actually be familiar with. If you see something funky, pick up the phone and call and ask about it. That's what that contact information is for. And I guess kind of the last thing that I think folks really need to know, and I find a lot of people don't understand. USAJOBS is not an ATS. So what is ATS? ATS stands for Applicant Tracking Software. Almost the entirety of the private sector uses a version of ATS to screen resumes for keywords. That is not how USAJOBS works, not even a little. How USA job works, and I'll get back to that question in just a second. How USAJOBS works, the only thing that is automated about USAJOBS is the scoring of the questionnaire. So USAJOBS automatically, not quite the right word, but automatically scores the questionnaire. If your questionnaire answers are of the appropriate score, then your resume is pulled by an HR person and is reviewed by hand. There is no artificial intelligence or keyword search done through automation or done through USAJOBS to determine your qualification.